What is up, YouTube? My name is James. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video here today, and today we're going to be doing another editing tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to edit this photo that I have yet to post on Instagram because it is literally my favorite photo I've ever taken. I don't know why. It's not like the best photo ever. It's nothing crazy. It's just something that I don't know, I just love it. I personally just love this photo. And so today I'll be showing you guys how to edit this photo in Lightroom step by step. We're going to be starting from scratch and attempting to get the same exact look that we had in the photo that is finished. The raw file will be available for you to download in the description below through Dropbox. So be sure to download that and follow along so you can go step by step and learn exactly how I did it, and then you can go for yourself and edit your own photos and all that. Before I get into the tutorial, I just want to say, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day, and I post some, I think, quality content. I post portraits, street photography, sunsets, all that shit. So if you're into that, be sure to follow me. The link is in the description below. And be sure to leave a like on the video, comment, let me know what kind of tutorial you guys want to see next. Do these kinds of tutorials help you? Let me know. I would love your feedback. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for more photography vlogs, editing tutorials, all that shit. And lastly, guys, my name's James. I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the tutorial. Okay, so this is the photo we're going to be editing today. This photo was actually inspired by the one and only Michael Steric on Instagram at MichaelSTE. He was one of my biggest inspirations when I first got into photography like 8 months ago. This photo is just one that I really wanted to take. I was in LA and I just really wanted to try it, and it ended up becoming one of my favorite photos ever. So I'm going to be showing you guys how exactly I edited this photo right here. So in this photo, I am right here silhouetted out. So is the whole little background and foreground right here. I'm sitting on a wall. If I up the exposure a bit, you can see the little wall right there. There I am all silhouetted out along with the wall and the background of the city. It is a city, but it's like a city like where there's no more tall buildings anymore. It's like kind of away from downtown actually. You got this dope ass sunset and these clouds that are really purple and this fading purple white light right here in the middle. Then it turns to blue and then to night up here in the corner. If I did have to critique this photo at all, there's this right here in the middle here. It gets a little weird and like noisy right here in the middle, and it's kind of annoying. I don't know how to fix that. I'm gonna be looking that up in the near future, try to research how I can fix that kind of thing because it does bother me, to be honest. But anyway, let's get into the photo. This is the raw file. Sorry, this is not the raw file. This is the raw file right here. The contrast is super low. There's not much color in the sky, but the clouds do have that like red-orange reflection on it, that color on it, and it looks super nice. But the first thing I want to do before we get into the photo is first I want to decrease the blacks all the way and lower up the highlights because I want to get rid of all these dirt marks. There's a lot of dirt marks in this photo, and I don't want that while we're editing, so I want them all the way. So we're just gonna do that real quick. We're gonna go into our spot removal tool, and we're just gonna get rid of all of these dirt marks here. That's one thing I definitely need to do. I definitely should go for a sensor cleaning sometime soon because my lenses and my camera are all very dirty, and it's been like that for a while now, and it's rather annoying having to fix all your photos with dirt marks. So definitely something I'm gonna do really soon. We're just gonna go through and we're just gonna clean up every single thing that we see. It's not too bad, but if we see anything else in the future, we'll definitely go and remove it. I think we got everything though. Actually, these two little spots right down here. Okay, I think that's it. We're gonna bring down our highlights and our blacks back to 0. So firstly, what we're going to want to do is we're going to mess with the temperature a little bit. I'm going to make this picture a little bit warmer. Just a little bit. I think I want to bring it to right around here. I think that's perfect. 5,838. And then for the tint, I want to make it a little bit more purple. So I'm going to bring it to a plus 26. I want that more reddish orange, purplish look. Next, I think I'm going to bring the exposure up a bit to about 0.20. That should be enough. I definitely want it a little more brighter. And as for contrast, I'm going to bring this up a little bit. I'm just going to slide it up till we see what we want. I think like right there is good. Right there. Next, for the highlights, shadows, whites, and blacks, I brought all of these up. I brought all of them up. Highlights, I'm going to bring up to around like right there. I think that's perfect. The shadows, we're going to bring up to about 47. I think like right there is good. The whites, we're going to bring back up to as well. Right around there. And blacks, we're also going to bring up to around right up around here. Clarity, I'm going to boost to like plus 50 or so. I think that's good. Now, when it comes to vibrance and saturation, it's always better to boost vibrance and then increase saturation, or decrease vibrance and then increase saturation. So you never want to boost both, because then it looks super ugly. So either decrease the vibrance and then increase the saturation, or you just leave the saturation normal and you go to vibrance, which is what I'm going to be doing in this photo here. Just about there. I think that's good. Saturation we're leaving alone since we up the vibrance. And next we have the tone curve. The tone curve is a crucial part of this photo. So first we're going to bring our first point like right here. We're going to bring our second point like right here. And our third point like right there. I think that that's like perfect. I think it's exactly where we want it. We completely crush the shadows. The shadows are completely not existent anymore. And we have this super nice, perfect, solid black covering myself and behind me as well. So next we're going to go to the HSL. The HSL I didn't too much. I just brought the reds a little more purple. I left the oranges alone. I made the yellows a little more orange, like right there. I left the greens and aquas alone. I made the blues a little more cyan, like right there. I made the purples a little more blue, like right there. And as for the magenta, we made that a lot more red, about like right there. So as you can see, this picture is starting to look like this picture here. There's only a bunch of little subtle differences that do make a lot of difference, but don't really at the same time. But I made, for saturation, I turned the reds down just a little bit and left everything else alone. Luminances, what I did is I added a little bit of plus luminances on the reds, just a little bit. I made the greens a little bit less luminant, a little darker. I made the blues a little bit more luminant right there. Make that sky a little brighter. I turned down the purples just a little bit. And then I turned the magentas down just a tad. So now we have the HSL right here. This photo is definitely starting to look like this one. There's only those few subtle differences. Next is the split toning. Split toning I always find very, very important. So what I did with split toning is I made the highlights up 24, which is like an orangish yellow, and I made the saturation about 13. Next, for shadows, I made the shadows a 93, which is like a greenish kind of color, a yellow green, and then I made the saturation a 6. That gives us like kind of like a greenish yellow shadow over the whole picture, and it looks kind of nice. I turned the sharpening down. I'm not sure if it does anything, but I just did it anyway. It's whatever. And next we go down to the transform. All I did in here is I turned the rotation to about 0.2 just to straighten the photo out, and I had constrained crop so that it crops the photo. Next, I actually didn't add any vignetting in this photo. Surprisingly enough, I usually always add vignetting, but I didn't this time. We're gonna go into the camera calibration here. And what we did is what we added a little bit more of a purplish hue in the red primaries. So we're going to do that right there. And we made a saturation of plus 18. Just like that. Next, we went down to the blue primary and added a negative 10 hue. Just like that. And as you can see, this picture's starting to look a lot like this one. Just a little bit differences in color. I'm going to show you real quick the picture before, and I'll show you guys exactly what I did here. So with this picture here, to get the brush on the clouds, I didn't really get much at the top. I kind of left that alone. I just went in the middle right here and tried to do the best that I can. I'm definitely going to try to fix this now that I see how bad it looks. And I'm definitely going to try to make a tutorial on how to fix the color of clouds and all that. How to brush clouds properly, whether it's in Lightroom or Photoshop. Probably Photoshop, to be honest, because you can do anything in Photoshop, literally. So that's something I'm definitely going to do, because before I can post this, I definitely want to fix that brush right there. And I'll show you guys the other brushes that I made in this photo. The first one was on this little section right there. All I did was lower the exposure just a little bit. And then I did one right here on the whole sky. And all I did was lower the highlights just a tad. As you can see, not much of a difference, but you know what? It does a little something. But anyway, guys, I think we did a pretty good job on replicating this photo. It looks literally identical. That's going to be it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, comment, let me know what you guys think of the video. What kind of tutorials do you guys want to see next? Let me know in the comments section below. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And be sure to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day on there, photography related stuff. And lastly, guys, my name's James. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
This is the scent of your skin on a linoleum floor. This is the scent of quarantine wings in a hospital. It's not so pleasant and it's not so convincing. Oh, there it is.
We're just chilling above this gorge.
So, Logic followed me on Instagram apparently. That's kind of interesting.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
I'm just in LA, you know, casual. No big deal. No big deal.